Hello. Hello. And welcome to another birthday of Notte. It's been a while again. It's been a while again. Honestly, I I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing here. You know how? Happy birthday to me. Yes, yes. Thank you. Kono desu. お誕生日おめでとう. Yeah, it's not great. Not hasn't been streaming. I don't think I can call myself a streamer anymore. When like I barely tune in. I I make plans. I don't follow through with them. That's a really big problem. That is that's a really big problem. It's not a problem. And I don't know. I don't try. I think just that's just the thing. Oh, I mean, I guess I do try. I mean, I'm here right now. I need to get back into streaming. I keep on saying that every time I start streaming, and I never do it. What happened, Matt? Why did you just kind of fall off so hard? You had a pretty good first year, right? We were getting started. That's true. I don't know. What do you think? Not. I guess at the very end of the day, it factors into me being lazy. There's nothing else I can say. I mean, I can make up all the excuses I want. Oh man. Yeah. I wanna stream more. You know, I really do. And then I say that, and then I just don't stream. It's a horrible feedback loop. It's a horrible negative feedback loop. You just it spirals so out of control so quickly. You just kind of, and you don't do anything, and you're like, well, maybe I don't do anything anymore. I just brought here now. I just brought here. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Well, yes, that means I didn't prepare anything. I don't have any birthday presents. I don't deserve them. I don't have any fake merchandise to hand over to anyone either. It's a bad time. It's a bad time. I really, really want to stream more. Maybe I should actually make schedules. Like, not like big plans, but just something to keep me going every week. Gorilla streams are gorilla streams, right? You're like, okay, yeah, sure. You know, I kind of feel like doing extra. I kind of feel like streaming right now, right here, and I did. And then there's the actual scheduled entertainment that I can actually, you know, plan out. Yeah, and so what's for today? What did not come up with in like the span of the span of the day? What did I think of? Well, as you can probably tell, this is not. Except it's the model. It's the model now. Unrigged, but very divided. And she's dividing the pieces. Yes. And oh right, you can also probably tell there's a few extra items. By few, I just mean like one. We have the. Where is it? It should be. Yeah. Go into my eyes here. There should be a sparkle. Yes. There's your sparkle. Yeah. Unfortunately, with the limitations of the free live 2D cubism, I was unable to implement the sparkles. I could not get that toggle to work. It was effectively. It was a hard limitation. So what happens is when you rig stuff up, it becomes well, I can only attach, I think, what was it, like, the 2D rig, like 2 dimensions, like two layers of rigging, I think. Well, technically it's 3, but like, you make your, yeah, you put 2 rigging deals, or is it 3? Oh no, but I stuck into the eyeballs already. And so the eyelids were one part, right? But then, if I wanted to add it anymore, the free trial limit, well, it's not trial. It's just free. The free version limits you, and it tells you outright that, sorry, you can't do that. You can only link it up to so many attributes. It's been so long since I actually rigged up myself that I don't remember the proper terms. I also haven't touched the rigging machine in quite a while. So that's that. Today, yes. What did I come up with today? What did I think of? Well, we're due for an update of sorts, and I feel like we're also due for sort of a re-theming, because what is my theme anyway? Virtual human? That barely makes any sense. Well, no, that makes sense. That makes sense. No, it barely does anything. That's what I want to say. That barely does anything for us. It's difficult to actually like build a theme on top of, oh yeah, just virtual human. I can't. I'm not that skilled. I feel like I do need to start stocking up on like a proper theme. I don't know. I have like, I guess you could call it like a fantasy theme going on here with like that build and like the really plain flat looking clothes. It's sort of thematic, you know. And I cosplay with, you know, the big giant sword and everything. I don't know. That's a theme, I guess. But what can you do with it, right? So what if I'm like, so what if I carry a big giant sword? What does that do? I don't know. You gotta come up with something. And that's my headspace right now. I don't know. kind of what I say at the start of these every time. Do we want more game streams? I guess. Games, yeah, games are my hobby. That's true. But what if we did gamify things a little bit? I don't think I can call myself a gamer. But it's a hobby. So what do you do? What do you do in that case? I guess the close. I think what I'm going to do here is actually go ahead and move myself to the side here. Think. Hold on. There we go. That's the shortcut here. I'm gonna start sketching out something in this little corner over here. Not in video games, right? So video games. That's sort of my shtick here, and maybe more game. I guess I could lean in more towards that, because beneath game dev you have music, you have art, you have actual games, right? And it's all entertainment. So, I suppose it's like, what? The next thing that comes into your head is like, well, what does the game look like? That goes into really strange territory, because you have the paper bag guy, right? You have the paper bag guy. You have the stereotypical programmer, right? This stinky programmer who doesn't leave the house. That one. You know, oh, right, actually, there's programming involved. Okay, but that's like the boring part, though. It's problem solving, sure. Like, it has to go back in here. It has to go into game. It has to be making stuff for game development, or else it's just boring. It's just boring, being boring. You know? Like, oh wow, today we're going to be programming a script to, I don't know, calculate some statistics and read data and graphs. Oh boy. And when you put it like that way, it's like, oh wow, that is so boring. Why would I ever watch that? But then when I flavor it into like, oh boy, let's talk about the statistics and weapon damage and skill percentage, and you know, the scaling that we get from like attack versus defense and everything, then that becomes like contextualized, and that's actually fun. So you gotta flavor it, and I guess that's where it goes. I guess that's where it goes. We can flavor I can flavor into this a little bit more. I think that's doable. That is probably doable. Mandated dork quota, and thank you for the dork quota. And welcome to sort of half. Well, not half. It is a birthday stream. Also say happy birthday. Thank you. Well, and I guess it's also like What is it? What did I say? I was like, yeah, a theming. It's not. I don't think I want to call it like a rebranding, but it's a retheming because our current knot has like a pretty poor theme overall. Game development. Do I? But no. See here. The thing here is that game develop. If I lock myself into just streaming game development, what makes me so different from all the other people on Twitch who also stream themselves making games? Happy birthday, girl. Hey, I'm not that old. I'm young. I'm young and spiffy. I can't believe you call me grandma. Look, do I look old? Look at this. Look at my little hoge. Look at how bouncy it is. Alright? Does that look old to you? Come on, man. So then with theming wise, game development, here's getting a bit gray. People get gray hairs early. Come on. Yeah, game dev. What do I do with you? I don't want to lock myself into that though. I mean, most of me is also just playing video games, right? We have that. And this is a very, I want to say it's kind of a wide array too. Like you can do a lot of different things between each of these, right? So they can combine, but I also want to be able to keep them separate. But the main thing here is that let's do something, right? And then if I do something, I can say I did it. And when I say I did it, that then becomes a part of me. It becomes a part of Not, right? So instead of going, I guess instead of going, what should I be doing? It's what am I doing? What will I be doing? So yes, we can start with game development. That'll be our first goal here. Let's finish up Not game. And then when we finish Not game here, I'll be able to go ahead and say, I'm Not, and I make video games, right? And then when I say that, then I can happily sketch out, you know, I'm Not with say, I don't know, actual like, you know, like a badge, just a badge that says I made a video. I make games, you know, and I guess that can be reflected on the model, right? Like adding things every time you do something. I guess the other thing I do enjoy is SRPGs, and you can tell I'm sort of a fan of those. And we can incorporate that into the theme as well, of course, and turn-based. So you have all of that. And you want to add, right? You want to add something to this pinky thing. Dumb looking girl. dumb thing, dumb looking creature. So what does that look like, right? What does that look like? How do you theme that? How do you theme that into a character? So first of all, fantasy, right? It's gotta be fantasy. Gotta be fantasy. And part of that fantasy is a really, really cool scarf. A really long and impressive looking scarf. I'll make it double-ended. Let's make it cool. Has my humor degraded? Possibly. A scarf and a big sword. So, Not should hold a really big sword. That's a given. I should have a really cool, really big sword. To make it flow with going to. Yes, of course. Of course. When we do end up rigging this new model, it should definitely look very, very fluffy and fuzzy. Oh man, just the kind of scarf that you want to snuggle with. Then I'll go with the brand. I think we can keep the cloak, well, the shawl, whatever you call that thing, right? And then the half breastplate is pretty cool. The chest breastplate, well, it's a breastplate. The chest breastplate, that's like redundant. So we have that, and we have that. Then I don't know what comes next then. Our customization. Okay, now we're getting a little ambitious. We're getting a little ambitious there. I think I'll keep it simple. Keep it simple for now. It's ideal. But as you probably know, Not is very lazy. I don't have a hard time getting my ass to do anything. What is, yeah, okay, so that goes in there, and that thing, those things, this thing here. So we kind of have a fantasy theme going on already, right? I mean, there's not too big of a change. Right now, all I'm really adding is like an actual sword and then a scarf. I mean, what else is there? Like, I guess belts, right? I mean, we already have like a belt here too. We have the nice belly button. We have the belt, the short, and then the belt. So we have all of that. I guess, I want to maybe go more into like what fits like game development here. Maybe it's a hair accessory, right? We put down like a nice looking cube type hair clip. I don't know, like a couple pixel blocks or something like that. That might be cute. That might work out in our favor, right? And then, as for the clothes... Do I actually want to keep the clothes? Or can I, like, remove it for... a little more fancy looking... a little more fancy looking. Or maybe I might make it longer? No, but it'll start looking like a trench cloak. I don't know if I want that. We do have the hood, but the hood doesn't really get used. Here, at least not here. I don't have a toggle for that. Nor do I actually have the art for that either. I mean, when you think like video games and when you think SRPGs, fantasy, turn-based, I mean, you think of things like Disgaea, Fire Emblem, Soul Nomad, oh, Makai Kingdom, XCOM. Well, XCOM is more like guns though. And if we're just like not really SRPGs, right? But just more fantasy and turn-based, you have things like Final Fantasy, Dragon Quest, and you have yes, like the titular like Toriyama sort of fantasy Dragon Quest design. And this, if we want to capture that, I say, oh my goodness, yeah. Oh no. Oh. This design does sort of already, the current design already sort of captures that deal. So I guess I'm not too concerned on that end. Well, what do you do, right? It's adding more of this stuff. But then it kind of gets stacked, right? It's like, okay, so then I also want to add a music badge here. I want to add art. Well, we don't really need an art badge. Then, I mean, I guess it's when you get multiple costumes. Then it's like one for each facet at that point. You can't like cram too many things into general purpose, I suppose. But then that kind of breaks the purpose of like redesigning all of this. Like, what are you adding? Oh, you don't need a scarf. Is that really it? What? Is that really it? I'm sure, like, maybe my art has improved. I could probably update this model and make it a little better. Maybe. That's a big if. That's a big if there. I'm not sure I can outdo myself. Yet. So... This little hair clip, that's nice. We could add that in. Yeah. At what point... And if I convert, maybe like a jacket instead? But if I convert to a jacket, I lose the belly button. It actually becomes more like a winter version too then. It's more like a winter outfit. I might as well like invest in like super baggy pants then. Snow pants. Yeah, that'd be something totally different though. Yeah. I mean, I could add like a little bit of fluff around the boots. That would flavor it into winter. But that also does kind of interferes like this theme here, this ahoge. Because the ahoge is a leaf shape, if you haven't noticed. You go over here, you could probably sketch out like how it sort of resembles a leaf, like that, right? That's always been the case too, by the way. It's a leaf. There's a leaf there. Always has been. In fact, at one point I think I was debating whether I wanted to give it a tint of green. I never did though. But yeah, like a leaf in winter. A winter leaf? I don't know, that's like a totally different character at that point. That's not. You have to come up with like a funny new name and everything. And it's really not exactly a character I could play either. So yeah, that's what we have. Nothing really new. Nothing really new added. Kind of. Yeah, that's not really good. Well, yeah, as I said, like, once we do, like, some more music, maybe I might go ahead and update the scarf with, like, music patterns. Right? Maybe that might be the case. A music note scarf is pretty cool. Or rather than, like, a music note scarf, I could try and do something a little more subtle. I'll have to think about how to approach that. But that might be doable. The art is kind of, well, just art. I could add. Nah, I don't think I need to add anything there. That's just a, yeah, this is just a nice cosplay. Games. Yeah, if I wanted to do art, maybe I might have to, like, whip out, like, the entire painter set. That's a whole new armor gear. You gotta swap out your equipment properly. So yeah, what is the default? What is the default? This is kind of the default though. Will adding a scarf ruin anything? That's a good question. I think we'll be fine. We can like all this talk just to add a scarf. Imagine, so silly. That is just so silly. And a hair clip, would the hair clip even? I guess the hair clip does sort of work. I guess you could have hair clips on both ends, right? One on each side. And that sort of is how the middle set of bangs hang as they are. Yeah. We could design what these clips are. Maybe. No, just one end. Asymmetry. Just one. Asymmetry. Good. Right there. Actually, why don't we change this scarf into maybe theme it a little bit more. Theme it into, I don't know, arrows? Like... What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Maybe I was thinking thinking more along the lines of like numbers when it came to this sort of graph looking thing. Right? That works. I guess I kinda like that. Happy birthday, thank you. Welcome to the, oh, what's it called? Not, do I call it re-theming? Or is it like actual theming? Because like, there was always sort of an implicit theme all along, so I guess we're establishing it now, and 3 years into this hobby. Yes, happy birthday, thank you. So this is sort of the design for new Knot here. Like, what's the default costume gonna look like? Well, you know, you have a new scarf with, I guess, arrows and that sort of, like, carrying off, like, the graph here, the numbers graph. Oh boy, numbers go up, sort of deal, right? You really want to get technical, you can maybe call them, like, vectors. So it's not the actual graph representation, it's the representation of, like, the actual lines on the graph, not the graph itself. Yeah. And then you have the addition of this hair clip right here. I want to make it blocky. I kind of want to make it pixel, sort of like a homage to like how lazy I am in making art and going, yeah, you know what? It's better to streamline everything into like pixels when you make a video game. Why do I bother drawing like anything beyond 32 by 32 bits? What's the point? What's the point, man? It's just gonna look weird when you pair it up with anything else. It's more effort. That's why we're lazy. Let's go. Yeah, no. Then, I mean, it also represents like bits and bytes and whatever programming nonsense you have to get into. Squares, pixels. How much does it represent? How much data does it represent? How much memory does it take up? Oh no, yeah. Then for music, I was thinking, okay, maybe we could add something onto the scarves about notes, right? I don't know, that might be a little extra, so I might turn that into just an alternate costume. Same with the art. Art needs to be its own thing. I need like the full set. You need the buff. Well, to be fair, there's another way I can go about this. I already have my default costume, right? It's stable. It's normal. It's mostly plain and simple, right? And you're like, okay, so now that we've sort of established a character, or rather, what I actually do on stream, we can go about and focus in on a little bit more. So maybe we do keep this. We keep this as is, right? And we leave it alone, I think. Other than giving it a big sword. Give it the big sword. I want to see the big sword. And that'll happen when I decide to update the base model here. But I think for game dev, right? I'll design a very nice costume. I'll design a different costume. And then with that new costume, I think I can port stuff over into the newer version of BaseNet when we update this. But to keep with the theme of what I want to focus on right now, I'll go ahead. It's like wearing hats, right? When you do something, it's like wearing metaphorical hats. But we turn that upside, we turn that inside out and well, upside down, and well, we invert it, and we make it wearing an actual hat, right? It's like when you go outside, you wear your outside hat, right? You don't go outside in your pajamas, or hopefully you don't. Maybe you put on your tracksuit or something, at the very least. Same thing here. Well, yeah, and like, what else is there? Like, I guess when you go when you go to work, right? You put on your work hat, right? And when you go back home, you take off your work hat, and when you like, I guess. Yeah, and you go back home, you take off your work hat, and then you put on your gamer hat or something. Something like that. With this, I think I'll go ahead and remove the breastplate entirely. We might keep the belly button. I think I'll keep that. I want to maybe turn this into a underboob. We can turn it into an underboob. Sort of like a short up shirt. Well, sorry, a short tee, right? I think we can still keep the shorts. Actually, yeah, and then we can have, instead of like a robe here, or a cloak, I'll just have a half-open jacket. It's a very staple design. You see it everywhere. Every other VTuber has that sort of deal, right? Same old. Nothing really different. Then from there, the shorts are fine. I think they can stay. What do we do with these weird boots? What is this even? Is it? I don't think you can call it a boot anymore. It's like a mixture between like a boot and a sock. You can keep the sock, right? You want the sock? So we can have the nice socks. Keep the socks. Keep the shorts, keep the socks. And then what do we put over it then? Shoes, right? You want shoes. Winter boots. Winter boots are fine. I'll take some winter boots. I just like the boots. So we can put in like maybe boots that aren't that tall, but still pretty tall. And then give it the little bit of fluff I was talking about earlier. So something like that. Not really a big difference. I guess it's a little bit more modern, if you will. Not so much fantasy, right? But that's okay. Is it really okay? I think it should be okay. I'm actually going to go ahead and make this, call this base now. Let's call this base now. I'll actually drop every single piece into drop every single piece here into base knot. Okay, we now have our base knot, and I'll go ahead can draw over it? Do I? Yeah, I want to draw over it, yeah. I'll lower the opacity. I'll just start sketching here. So with not... Oops. I want to make a new paint layer outside of that. With the new knot here, I'll actually remove this ink pen and go for, yeah, pencil. Much better. So we're gonna get a little bit messy here. The hair. First of all, the hair. What do I do with the hair? We can make it a little bit more detailed now. I think so. Same format, right? Same form, I mean. Right, you have these. And then you have the sideburn. Well, not really sideburns. You just have like a really long threads to the side there. Well, it's just a sketch. Why am I like removing and I don't need to control Z that too much. Then the back side, I like the spikes, and I think if they're from the side, looks something like this, right? That's the front. Here's where the ears should kind of be, right? And then what happens is, well, these bangs cover that, the ears there, and then we kind of have this going on here, so it's like a two-part layer. And that eventually blends into the rest of the hairs, sort of like that. If I want it like that, and then there's the whole guy. Then I guess it's fine, right? The silhouette is pretty noticeable. You can kind of tell by the silhouette like who it is. I think that's a good sign. Well, I will in fact keep most of the hair like it is. But the outline is okay. The back of the hair, maybe I might do something more for it. It is sort of blocked here, like we don't ever see it, so it's okay. I think what I did was this just sort of meshes and lines up, and you kind of have like two symmetrical like tail ends like that or something. I don't even remember what the back looks like. So there's that. So it does end up blending together with the sides there. Cute, I like it. You could maybe extend these a little bit more, but I think I'll keep it. So nothing really changes about the hair, I think. Maybe the bangs right here, right? I might go for a more sketchy look rather than this solid form I have right now. And the Ofuge is fine too. Actually, I might make it a little fatter. Right now, that's how it is, but then I could probably fatten up like the middle there before making it curl in. Maybe a little bit fatter, Ofuge. It still gets really thin at that on the tip that it connects to the actual base of the head, though. Kinda weird. Oh yeah, and this part needs kind of where the hair comes from, right? So if anything, you might see more of these, right? More lines coming through like that. Right? We kind of remove face knot right now, you know. That looks slightly more detailed already. Just from the get-go there. As for the lighting, well, that's a color issue. I'll think about that later. And then for accessories, we have that nice tube hair clip. I don't know how many like stacks of it I want. I'll do that, and it kind of should clip. How should it? It does that, then. I guess it depends on how high you raise this. You could make a voucher that this thing, this hair clip goes in there, right? It gets hidden underneath like that. I think that'll be fine. Okay, yeah. And we rotate it. Probably rotate it a little bit. It'll get deformed and everything later on, but that's that. Then for the head here and the face. It's fine. I think it's fine. The shape is good. I like the shape. The mouth is okay too. The mouth is okay too. It just needs better rigging, as you can probably tell here. I have like only 2 modes. It's open, close, open, close. So, like you have different sizes of open and close, but you don't have a frown. You don't have an O shape. It's just a D shape, right? It's always a happy D face. You don't have an O. You don't have a Mount Fuji. Nothing of that sort. So that's more of a rigging issue. So we'll get there when we get there. I think I can port the mouth over perfectly fine as is. That's okay then. So we'll have that. The ears we can definitely give more detail to. As you may have noticed, these ears, you don't see them too often or inside them, but there's barely anything in them. Yeah, I can afford to make some funny earlobe deals in the back. How do I go about this like that? I'm a lot more used to drawing pointier ears. So I might give myself slightly pointier ears as I won't mess around with this. It is what it is. So then the next part are the eyes here. And you can probably see that my eyes are round. But when I draw a knot, what usually happens is, these are my typical. These are the typical eyes I end up drawing, right? Yeah, you see them. You see them more often. As what do you call it? Ovals. They're not round. They're anime ovals, right? Really cartoonish. Not actually round pupils. I think I'll try to approach the eyes in the same way as well. I kind of like the lazy look like that. You know, this look right here that's going on. And I'm not sure whether it's the equipment or me, but we don't really have like that half lazy look here. It's just fully wide. If I have to open my eyes here, or my eyes I just kind of close them. One or two. Kind of hard to get both in. Looks like unless I do rig it in that way. I guess that does work. I'm not sure. Do I want to update the eyes? I reckon it could be made for, you know, like the coloring actually. But with the lines themselves, fine. I think yes, right, for the hair. Maybe, as I've said, the bangs can get a slight upgrade. Maybe if I want to go back to the bangs here, I can be a little lazy and, well, not lazy. I can add a little bit extra detail, like some extra hair that kind of flops off, right? Just a little bit more, a tiny bit more detail like that. It goes a long way, right? And then with the eyes. I kinda do like the circular pupils. I don't know how you would upgrade them either, because I really went in on them. They look pretty nice too, right? Let me zoom up my own self here. Let's get a not echo going. Where are we? Oh, is that who I think it is? Yeah. Oh yeah, take a look at that there. Oh, maybe I can zoom in a little bit more. Make me extra big. As big as the one on the screen, right? Oh yeah! Yeah, see? That's my eye right there. It's really nice looking. If there's anything I could do, it's probably like if the white highlights that you see there, the white dots, those can be separated, by the way. It's just the rigging limitations. I kind of had to scrunch everything into just one thing. So yeah, it's very clean looking. I don't have an issue with that. As for the actual, I guess. Oh right, and then there's also okay, I'll remove big knot here. I guess there's also the way that I have this little caret, downward caret, in most of the art that I do instead of the actual fancy pupil with dots and lines and all, right? Maybe I might change things up. So I might remove the pupil entirely. And then go ahead and add in that carrot. We'll see how that looks. We'll adjust that. And then that might work. But this, well, actually, that might call for a pupil change. But I guess the eye shape itself is fine. Yeah, the eye shape itself is fine, I think. Yeah, I'm content with how the shape of these eyes are. It's mostly the pupil that I'm looking at. What do I want to do with it? Yeah. And there's these 3 dots here. What are those? I don't know either. I'm gonna be honest with you. But like, I don't think they're like cheek lines. What do you call them? Like lines that go over the cheek, right? It's not like a blush. It's just the lines. I could probably remove them. They're basically there for flavor. We've never seen any use of them. Oh yeah. Actually, there's also one thing I probably want to add as well. A nose. A proper nose. Just a little shiny dot. That does wonders. Now I actually have a nose. I mean, I do have a nose. If I pop up here, you can see that I have a very, very subtle little dot. Little dot right there. Right there. Can you see it? Right in the center of the screen here. That's gonna turn into a little slightly longer line like this, right? And as you can see, that actually makes the shape, that does give the face a little bit more depth there. Maybe I want to go back into base dot and do that. See that little line, that white line that highlights the nose. Does so much. That's great. I think I'll keep that. I think I'll keep that there. So that's looking pretty good then. Then next is right. Okay, well the neck is the neck. You don't really need to worry about that part. That just gets covered and everything. And I think maybe you could add the collarbone, but that just kind of gets covered. Or I guess we could add a little bit more detail. Right, you can add the necklines. Just a little bit more detail there. Maybe. I don't want to go for too much. Too much would be overkill, but if we are getting a little bit sketchier with the bangs there, adding these doesn't hurt. Then we cover that up entirely with the new scarf. How do I want the scarf to look? Let me look for a reference. Let me find a fluffy scarf reference. We're gonna base it off of that. Okay, I got you. What's gonna happen is I kind of have this layer all the way over. gonna wrap around, sort of like that. So we hit the neck. We'll hit the chest here. And then from there, we'll have our scarf here. Have the actual ends that stick out. Maybe I can have one at the front and one at the back. How thick are they? Pretty thick, I think. I wanna make the scarf really thick here. So those are our lines there. It becomes something like this, right? And that looks pretty good already. And then for the let's remove the scarf for a little bit and draw the jacket then. Actually no, before I draw the jacket, I'll go ahead and draw the t-shirt that should be on top here. Shoulders. It kind of goes like that. And it should be a little bit more symmetrical. Cover that, and then I should kind of end it right here, or end it right here, something like that. So, and that's when you see that bit of under boob and sports bra underneath. I think that would look good. Happy birthday! Thank you. Oh, you even have the nice confetti and cake. Thank you. So that'll do it for, I guess, the short shirt here. Oh, do you call that a crop top? Actually, I think you call it a crop top. Let me double check. Is that what it's called? Kinda? Not really. Whatever. You just get this. You get this. This is what we have. And then on top of that is where we put down the jacket. And so the jacket is like any other jacket. Actually, let's look at this. Actually, show it off now. You're right. That we can have nice jacket here. Goes from top, bottom, a little bit further, maybe a little bit further, like that. Also wraps around nicely. We kind of get this sort of deal. Maybe I can make it a little longer. Maybe. That does it. And then, well, because of that, then I actually, if I'm going to be able to take off the jacket, well, actually, I can get away with just making the jacket a lot fluffier, a lot thicker than the t-shirt, so it just kind of overlaps over the t-shirt. Just something like that, then I guess I'll turn into a hoodie. Well, that's the weird part, okay? The scarf? It sits over the hoodie. But I think if you're gonna wear a hoodie, the scarf should be inside the hoodie. That's okay though. I don't think I'm ever going to make a hood toggle. So this hooded jacket just sort of stays there forever, untouched. And then to sort of, I guess, replicate these wrist guards or handcuffs or whatever you call them, I'll have a nice like line right here of a similar color, just as like a mimicry. And then the hood goes over here, a little bit of a hood. Be like, oh yeah, that's right, that exists. So something like that, then have the actual, yeah, there. We'll put the scarf over that, and it looks kind of nice. Well, it's a little messy. That's okay though. And then I suppose we can go ahead and keep the pants as they are. I might just do a little bit of, I might just recolor the pants, or I'll draw over it, I guess. Give it a new coat, paint a coat, give it a new coat of paint. Right, shorts are short. Actually, I might as well like dive into a little bit of that warm winter deal. I'll have fluffy insides here. A little bit of fluff around the edges here this time. A little bit of fluff. And I don't know. I might update the way they're connected. Maybe. Right, you have the belly button there. This for the belt. Oh yeah, I can actually add things onto this belt. I want to keep it too. The belt is nice. But we can keep the belt so the belt stays, and you have all the rest of that. How that wraps around there. All that, and then have the legs. For the legs, very similar sort of deal. Have the thigh gap, and then instead of starting with the now I think socks, right? Thigh highs. We have a little bit of fluff on top of that before doing so. And it goes down all the way until I think this line right here. This will be where I go ahead and put down the boots. And the boots will also have a little bit of fluff. Actually no, hold on. Let me try that again. I won't have fluff. Not where the socks are. The socks are just socks. You're right. Socks go there. Have the knee. And then right here is where we actually add the fluffy boots. There. So that's where that happens. And then also this becomes more like a strap of some sort. I'm not sure how I want to convert that. It's gonna look weird. Okay, I can do something to change the way that looks. And then I can add a little bit more or height to this because they're boots. They're winter boots. So I can be secretly a little bit tall. I can fake my height a little bit more. Yeah, maybe I might add some like rings or whatnot into the equation. Something like that, right? I I think that sums it up. It's not too much of a change. A little bit of an update to the hair. The face remains mostly the same, I think. I think what I also want to do here is I want to recolor everything. It might sound weird, but I want to do a new render. I want to re-render it. The lines are clean. I'll give you that. But things like, you know, the cloak, it's fairly flat and fairly plain. When you want a little bit more depth on that, I want to make that happen. Also, I think with the cloak here, you can see like there's like nothing right there, right? What is holding that together? Nothing. I kinda want to put something there. Maybe another little badge there, or a clip at least. That could be a little bit of detail I add on to as a fix. Yeah, I think so. That's that. Sort of how new Not our new gamer look is gonna be gamer look. Video game. Oh, a little bit more of a video game look rather than just like a fantasy look. I want to go like high futuristic tech. I guess it leads more to like casual wear, fashionable casual wear. I guess it's casual wear, not. I guess that kind of ends up what it is. That kind of ends up being what it is. That's how it's gonna be. Then I guess I can go ahead and I'll start rendering the hair again then. How do I want to do this? Because I don't think I have the right color on me. Well, unless I can probably steal the plain color, right? I have the plain color somewhere. I could probably start with that. But I don't actually have the, what do you call it? The palette on me right now. I think it's in another file. Not this one. This one just says everything compressed into actual parts, right? I don't even have the line art. Where did the line art go? Actually, for the line art, I think I'll redraw the line art for the hair here. I'll go ahead and do that. The base not become opaque again. And this time, this line is going to be for the line art. Hold on. How did I do that? Okay, I see what I kind of did. I'm gonna do that, and that might be too much, actually. What if I... No, also still too much. Is this good? I guess that's what I'll have to go with. Yeah, this tip right here, go ahead and say the lines don't actually connect. They don't actually connect. Well, I'll do something similar with the way this line here actually does connect. But we have a couple more sprays. 3 lines. And a little bit of that there, and more here, right? It kind of tapers off at the lines kind of taper off at the tip. So that's for one of the front bangs. And for the other bang, let me go ahead and grab the actual liner I started drawing. For that opaque. Alright, let me get a better guide of what I was doing. What was I doing here? Well, I still kind of had that better progression. So I want the hair to be that long. Maybe I do. I'll go ahead and I'll erase this part. Oops, wrong. I'll draw slightly long, like that. Okay, there. And a little bit of adjustment to show that it's trying to chase after it. Okay, I can now move on to the other part. And that means over here. And it kinda a little strand here, a couple strands here out before sliding back in. And I have one more. This bang here. What did I do with that? Did I say more from it? Ah, yeah. It'll have two parts here. One part goes here. And the other part goes on to cover the eyes even more. Uh-huh. I don't know how I feel about that extra line there. If I'm gonna do that, then I might as well do something like that, but I don't like that either. I think I'll keep that part as is for now. Maybe I might add something like this right here. And then we have the sides. I think I'll turn on the mirror for this one. A little bit. A little bit. Okay. And same thing for the back of the hair, I guess. Actually, do I want the bottom spike to be larger? What if I do that? Nah. The bottom spike should actually be smaller. And Yeah, this is the point where I actually have to do something a little different. Did I use a circle tool for this last time? I don't remember. If I could find the line art here, I wouldn't mind porting over the top part here. Because there's no reason like redoing this part. The back remains fairly the same here. Yeah, it's kind of extra work. Well, we'll have that for now. We'll keep that for now. My main goal here is to go ahead and start rendering this thing. Do that. I'll pick this, which I believe to be the plainest gray I have, and put down a base color. Very flat base. Okay, good. After I put down the flat color, I then get to do all the fancy stuff like shading and actual textures. Oh dear. How does that work? Well, I couldn't tell you myself. I'm still learning. I'll go ahead and erase the parts that go out of the lines. We obviously don't want that quite yet. Maybe it might come in that place later on, but not right now. Yeah, maybe I might want some things that are in place, but well, out of the lines, but not for now. Yeah, not right now. And things like this, right? A little odd on where things end, so I'm actually going to leave this, do it like this. What we're going to do is we're going to use a different brush to erase it. That'll give it a different texture. Same thing here, I think. And then, well, I don't have the right shading color, but I can still do some shading here. I'll do plain black shading. And what needs to be shaded? Well, right here, right? These two parts, same as usual. And then I want to make... Oh, I can probably do a drop a lot. Yeah, okay, That lets me just kind of go hog wild with all the coloring I do. And since I can kind of mirror that. Let me get a slightly smaller brush going so I can get a little bit sharper detail for the time being. And then I'm probably do the same for oops. Probably do the same for this part here. There we go. And do the same thing. Something like that. And with the tips on the hairs here, I'll go ahead and darken them up. I guess that's still the same thing that I've been doing. There's nothing really different yet. And then I think this is where I get my soft brush right, and I just start erasing things. It's a little stronger. I think I'd like that. No, that's not what I did, was it? Uh-oh. Not doesn't remember. Oh no. I mean, I can do it overall darken, but that's not what I want. I'm doing overall lighten, that's also not what I want. That's like for light. That's like for lighting. I just want to soften things up a little. What does this do? That doesn't really... That lightens it up. That doesn't... It's not like soft. It's not like softening anything, is it? Did I do? Uh-oh. Okay, regardless of that, I wanna, I guess, do something with this here, right? Kind of. Wait a minute, is that what I'm supposed to do? Lighten the tips. I think so. I think that's what I do next. Oh yeah, I need to do something about... Are you guys looking at? Yeah. Do something about this part right here. This is not the right tool for it. Which brush was it? Was it you? Oh wait, hang on. I think I know why it's not the right tool. Why? Because I'm erasing the wrong layer. There, is that sort of... Yay! Okay. Yeah. Let's sort of see how the bottom here sort of becomes a little bit opaque. Yeah, that's a good look. That's a good look. That's kind of what I want. That's what I want to see. Yep. Something like that. Then what did I do with... Yeah, that's a really good question. What did I do with, the darker shade then? What's up with that? Oh no. I don't remember. Well, I know, I mean, this is kind of like a loose shading, I think we had. Oh, like a 25%? Is that closer to what I read here? Sort of, I guess. How did I get that sort of shading though? What did I do? I'm clearly using the wrong brushes here. Which is a horrible problem to have. You don't remember what you did. This kind of works, I think. I think this is sort of this might be what I did. Sort of, right? You can see how that's kind of resembles it. We have that. Is there anything new I can do? Is there anything new I can do? Or should I actually go for more harder colors? Maybe that might be the way to go. You're right. I did use the brushes here. I gave it a brushy look. Right? Because, well, brushes are literal hairs. So you can use the hairs to simulate the actual drawing of hairs. But I don't really think that's quite what I did, though. It's kind of there, kind of not there. Oh, you know, that's true. What I didn't do here, what I should do now, is actually brush up on the top as well. That out too. No, that's not quite it, is it? Not quite it. Was it this one? I kind of mess things up first, and then I would get these lines going, right? You want to get these lines going. Throughout the head. That would give us a little bit more detail than before, right? I think that's it. Okay, I'll have to check up on that one. That'll also need like highlights as well, right? A little bit of the brighter stuff too. Yeah, but I'm not sure how much is too much. Oh no, what does base not have to say about that? Huh. Okay, that's definitely a lot more different from what I have right now. Honestly, it does look better. It does look better. Yeah. And then, okay, I have something really cool I think I can do here. Go ahead and draw really solid highlights, right? Okay, they're gonna be like, I'm gonna give them opacity, but they're gonna be like, you know, your triangles and your rectangles, right? Messy, blurry highlights over here, like so, right? They're gonna follow the lines like so. Yeah. It'll look something like that. Then I'll go ahead and apply a little bit. Okay, I'll make a duplicate just in case I mess up. And then I'll apply a little bit of magic here. Oh man, can I really not? Well, what if I started just with clear then? What if I started with just clear? I'll do full on then. That way I have leeway to... I have a little bit more leeway. That's not working as intended. What I want to do is blur the edges. but it's not working as intended. Okay, well then, here's a better idea. I'll use these as guides and I'll just use the blurry brush. Just draw with the blurry brush. I'll see. It doesn't look nice when I do that. It doesn't look nice when I do that. The sides are too blurry. It doesn't look nice. Okay. I guess what I'll have to do is I'll have to go back to the actual brush. Yeah, we'll go back to this then. Yeah, and I'll do some strokes. Okay, yeah, erasing it. Oh, that might actually be what I need. That might be. This might be the brush that I need. Hang on. Might be. Yeah, okay. This is the brush I need. Yeah, there we go. What about what I said earlier? Yeah, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go ahead and trim the edges with this nice looking brush here. Sort of blurs things up a little bit. Makes it nicer, right? That's the cool thing. Yeah. There we go. Oh, it's all coming together now. Wait, sometimes draw over this instead of erasing it. Yeah, okay, there you go. A lot better, right? I think I like that. Well, it's a little bit uneven. Nothing you can't fix, though. I'd probably rearrange the positions of certain parts of the highlight. Down a little. Move these around. Do a little bit of what am I? That's wrong hole there. But again, make some adjustments. Yeah, see that? Right there on both. Erase that one entirely. Or up here. probably cut in on this edge right here. And then I'll put it back up to this time, this direction. Yeah. I like that. That looks a little bit better. Yeah. So something like that. I think that is a little bit of an improvement to the old version here. So, and a little bit more opacity there. I'll also have to change the colors too, I think. It shouldn't just be black and white shading. Oh. Oh, that's right. That's how the brush works. Okay. I went ahead and tried to give it that soft brush erase. At full opacity. I guess that also works. But there's not really a difference compared to like just doing it with the opacity adjustment. And yeah, I think I need to actually find the right color to highlight. It shouldn't just be white. Oh yeah, that definitely, there's definitely already an improvement from my point of view, I think. Don't you think so? Yeah, that is a different form of like highlighting than I did previously with this here right here. Yeah, I do like the extra tufts of loose hair, and I guess I also like how this my bangs, the bottom half of my bangs here. I think it's nice that this part here is a lot darker than before. And it gives a little bit more depth into that curl, well, into that tuft of hair. You can tell that there's volume in it now. There's more volume. Yeah, I think I really do like that. Overall, if there's anything I would gripe about, it's that the line art here is kind of thick. We could go for a little thinner line art, maybe. And that, well, you can tell, like, this part here isn't really that clean. I might end up using some brush smoothing. As you could probably see here, I have none enabled. Might use weighted just so that it's stable. It's not stabilized, but I might use weighted to get that nice line going. I'll probably draw over that again for a cleaner line. Oh yeah, and I do have to clean up the tips as well, or else they'll look a little silly too. Overall though, it is becoming more of an improvement. Although then, like, I guess the next question is, how do I color my face? I think I'll go ahead and say soft brush. I'll just soft brush it. Like, what about hard colors? Well, I mean, hard colors. I guess I do prefer the hard colors. But if I want a little bit of that softness, the soft brush is, I think, unavoidable there. Whatever's happening with this here, as you can see, there's like a trail of dark. And then you have like this weird fuzziness. Well, I mean, there's just a little bit of fuzzy texture all around the face. Yeah, you see how thick the dark lines are for that? It's shiny. Yeah, I think what I could afford to, let me get out of this here. I could afford to go ahead and make the line art a lot thinner before coloring. But if I do that, I think I don't want to expand outward. I actually want to cut inward. So you would see something like this line art getting demolished and erased into things like, yeah, thinner line art there. Right? Gonna cut through this entire thing with a trimmer. And then what else? Oh right. With the liner for the hair in general. I can also go ahead and what I want to do here is color over the lines. Where are they? Right there, right here. Okay, so I make another group. I put the lines all in there. I go ahead and I duplicate this group. Oops. And then I want to go ahead and flatten. Wait, no, I want to flatten just this layer. I think I just do Control E then? Yeah, okay, I've merged it. And what I want to do is I want to add a mask, I think. I want to blur it. Add filter mask. Blur. Gaussian blur. Blur, just blur. How bad is the circular blur here? Oh, that is quite blurry. That is too blurry. Was it 5? Does a blur 5 look like? 0? 5? I think I'll do 10. And with that filter mask, go ahead and okay, I think I can blur it a little bit more. Maybe not that much. Whatever. Let's try it. Let's try it. If I do this properly, I think I can alpha block it. Reduce the opacity. It'll be like I'm coloring over my lines and giving it a little bit of that gray. It does kind of do that, but it's a little messy. Why is that? Well, I guess it's maybe because I just didn't really do a good job of just stretching it that well. What if I did stretch it? Kind of as thought exercise, and how that might affect the rest of the line art here. You can kind of see how it does this. How it does the thing. There's just certain parts where I don't get why I'm still seeing black. Oh wait, hold on. I'm being silly here. 1 second. Let's go back. Let's go back. Let's go back. Ew, okay. Put this back in. There. We just need our new... Yeah, we just need our new coloring layer. I totally took that off. That's why it looks so weird. Right. Okay, so alpha lock, alpha lock that. Do that, yeah. Yeah, okay. There's our line art. And give it a little bit of blur. not showing up in. It's not really showing up in the hair here. You can kind of see it showing up. Just trying to find some good bath. A bath once per year. Bath once per year. No, I'm not that stinky. You kind of see the blur here. It is kind of nice. It is a little, yeah, you can see it affecting the actual liner. Let's put it at maybe 50 opacity, and then I actually want to maybe make the blur larger. See how that affects. Okay, that doesn't seem to be doing much. Maybe it has to do with like the size of the coloring there. It might. Wait, okay, I'm gonna go turn back on opacity all the way. And blur a lot more. What does that do? Okay, you can definitely see like the liner getting colored in with a little bit of that blur, right? You can definitely see it for this part right here. That is completely covered in gray. But the rest of the parts don't really seem to be colored that well, so I'm gonna have to find a better way to color around or color in over the liner. Otherwise, I can always use the tried and true, I guess. Get my opacity down. Grab my blurry soft brush. Go ahead and nab myself a very clean gray. And color over all the line art. Remove the mask. Let's just color over the line. Yeah, there we go. Better. Okay, maybe that's too much. For some reason it doesn't affect the top. What happens? Of the hair. Why is it? Because no. Hair front existing shouldn't affect that. We're actually pretty much drawn it all over it. Why are we not able to gray out the top half? Even though that's where I started coloring. That is weird. What if I took this brush? Okay, I can obviously color over it. That is weird. First, let me try it again. Grab my brush on my side. Alright, there we go. That's a lot more adaptive. There, that's what I want to see. Okay, that makes my liner kind of gray. and that also does soften it out a little bit. That softens it here. Maybe I might want a little bit darker. I'll go ahead and use one. There. Yeah. That's how I think our new style is going to be like. I think I like it. That's an improvement of sorts. A good improvement. Next is the face, then maybe the eyes, and then I'll have to start drawing new parts. Yeah. We're getting an upgrade, guys. It's gonna be, well, if I manage to haul myself over to the drawing board and say, hey, not, I want you to actually start drawing. Then maybe this might be we might be able to get something complete. But for now, I think that will be all for today. Thank you for tuning in and listening to another Not Ramble. Hopefully you will see me again soon. I will be back, no matter how long it takes. You can't get rid of me. Just don't forget the gremlin toggle. Oh, you mean the sparkly eyes? Yeah. Man. I think I said this. Oh, when did I say it? It was like very early on. It's a limitation of Live 2D cubism. The free version doesn't let me actually add in the sparkle toggle. So the sparkly eyes are unavailable, unfortunately, until I decide, you know what? Maybe it's time to get an upgrade. I'll get the monthly subscription and cram everything. But you know how slow I work, right? You know how I lag behind and everything I schedule. I'm gonna have to try and do something with how try and fit all that rigging into 1 month. Mission Challenge Impossible. Yeah. That's how. And then we will be able to get our super sparkly eyes. And you know, one of the toggles I also want to add in is a toggle where where's that? New nose. Yeah, okay. One of the new toggles I want to do is move this mouth up as well. So you'll see like where let me give me that brush. Yeah, I can work with that. So you'll see like this mouth right here, right? Okay, mouth right here. I want a toggle that not only enlarges it, but moves it up a little bit. So you have like this bigger mouth right here. So that will pair with the so-called gremlin toggle for sure. That is in my head, that is in the works. That is part of the plan. Good to hear. Yeah, there's a lot to do. Not enough time to do everything. And not enough not to knot it up. Uh, that's my parting words, yes? Those are my parting words? No. What else? I had more to say. I had a little bit more to say before I said goodbye. Well, where was I? Where was I? Oh no. I forgot. I forgot. Oh no. Um, um, it's okay. If it, if I remember, oh, I'll probably do. I'll probably open up another stream. It'll be a gorilla stream. If I don't remember, it just doesn't exist. It probably will never exist. But yeah, that is that is the offer today. I will see you next time. Next time? Next time? No? You're actually gonna stream? When can I look forward to that? Oh, when indeed? Ah, that's right. I need to work out a schedule. Will it ever show up? Man, that's for you to find out. and for me to wonder. Oh man, every stream feels like a gorilla stream right now, doesn't it? I mean, yes, it's usually around the same hour. I think I've done a pretty good job of just grabbing the same slot every time I decide to stream. Second mandated dork quota. Wait, since when was there a second mandated dork quota? I don't remember that. What? Well, what? Oh, okay. Alright. It's a new day for you? Oh, it's a new day for you. Okay. Good morning, I guess. Good midnight? Is that what you mean? Like, it's just past 12 a.m.? Is that what it means by new day? Or do you mean, like, sunrise? Okay, I'm... oh, yeah, I'm digressing. Digressing now, yeah. I'll smell you later. Smell you later, everyone. Smell you later, Knots. I wanna have fun. I don't have enough time to have fun. I need to make time to have fun. I'm gonna make time. You better believe it. Maybe. What's that? What's that?